Oh, there's no... Oh, okay. That was awkward. You saw my throat clear. Anyways, as you can see, change of scenery because I found my webcam software. Actually, I should probably put that back. Slide that into the thing and put it back in where I found it. Which was right in here. Where I found, right in this one. I had 2 binders missing. I found them. Yay, binder. This is the one for CDs, or CD-ROMs versus CDs for music. I'm having an off day. Anyways, hello James. Hello viewers who love your giraffe porn. Can't say that I'm not a little bit perturbed by the recent string of giraffe sex-related events, but you know, whatever, to each their own. I, today, unlike yesterday, do have a couple of things to talk about. The first one is, I found this while looking for these. Okay, that dropped. Okay. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, James, I'm sure, has not played it, but I know just about every other guy our age has, because James is just behind. It's awesome. It is still, it's a 7-year-old game now? No, that can't be right. I guess it's a 7-year-old game and it holds up incredibly well. Even the graphics haven't taken that big of a hit. I mean, they don't look fresh by any means, but they don't look poor. It is an awesome game and I'm going to spend most of my day playing that. The other game that I've been playing recently is Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D for the 3DS. This, on the other hand, is only a month-old game that I've been playing since the day that I got it, a month ago. It is frustratingly hard, and James, I want to warn you, I don't think that I'll be done playing it anytime soon. So there'll be nights when we'll, you'll be fast asleep at like 4 a.m. and you'll just hear me, I'm freaking zombies here! Because I'll be playing my DS and a zombie with an axe or a chainsaw or the worst is the zombies with rocket launchers. I forgot what that word was for a second. Those are probably the most annoying. Anyways, though, that's just a short rant about video games and how much I love them. Also, speaking about things I love, this is my Kindle, which I got a weird scent to it. Which I got for my birthday, and it is very much awesome. But today, what I want to talk about is superhero movies. There's big news all about next July, because next July is going to be the most chock full of superhero movies any month it has ever been and will ever be. Because it's a poor idea to put all 3 of them there. I mean, this year alone, Marvel is releasing 2 back-to-back superhero movies, Thor just a couple months ago, and Captain America, which will be launching at midnight tonight, if my times are right on that. It's tonight, or does it launch tomorrow? Either way. And those 2 are very close, but just imagine how close in the span of 1 month, because just think of how recent Thor seems, not even out on DVD yet, how within 1 month we'll be seeing Marvel's The Avengers, Marvel's The Amazing Spider-Man, and DC's The Dark Knight Rises. Now, yes, we all know which is going to be the best of them. Even if Chris Nolan just takes a dump and puts the turd in a film canister and hands that to a projectionist, it will still be one of the best movies of the year. It's Christopher Nolan. He's amazing. The first 2 are fantastic beyond belief. The second one is arguably not even a superhero film as much as it is a crime drama with a superhero backdrop. Blah, blah, blah. Ground that's been covered many, many times before, not necessarily by myself on video, but both by myself with James, out of James, and by countless other people. I don't think that I need to refresh that. So, I guess that's when we'll jump into discussion on right now. Dark Knight Rises. First off, still not a fan of the title. I think it should have been something like Batman Rises or Batman Rising or The Bat Rising. I just don't like the repetition of having The Dark Knight, which was the full title of the last one, tacked on. Someone did explain to me that you see that with a lot of other movies, going from having the name of the first movie and then the second movie is, X2. X2, I'm not talking about X-Men, X is in placeholder name. That's confusing. Now I'm trying to think of an example, and the only things I can think of are like Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Each one does have their own individual name. Okay, Jaws. Jaws 2. Jaws 3. So someone is like, well, this is just like Jaws 2, in that it's The Dark Knight 2. And I don't know, I bought it. It was early in the morning, whatever. I still am not a huge fan of the title. However, everything else I am a giant fan of. One, Christopher Nolan made Inception in between these two Batman films, and he's pretty much bringing the entire cast of Inception, except Leonardo DiCaprio, back to work on this film. You've got the beautiful Marion Cotillard in a role, I can't think of the role off the top of my head, but it's almost a sure thing that that name is just a cover for the character Talia al Ghul. You've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I think is a fantastic young actor, as another role. He's allegedly a cop, but I think the prominent theory floating around the internet is he's actually related to the Falcone clan somehow, and that he's an undercover gangster within Gordon's unit or something. Now that I think the crime in Gotham, has Eric Roberts been announced as back for this project? I was never sure if his character dies at the end of The Dark Knight or not. They could easily bring him back, and I think that. I thought at the time, considering they were at a huge villains deficit, killing off Dent and Heath Ledger and the Joker kind of now being out of the picture for obvious reasons. So I figured they would bring him back, but now that I think about it, I have not heard anything about Eric Roberts. Again, random actor, I know, but an actor that I really, really enjoy. Yeah.
What are you all playing?
Lost my train of thought. My dad came in. Anyways, let's talk about Eric Roberts. Right, I hope Eric Roberts back because I enjoy this character and I enjoy him. Total distraction. Now I'm totally out of my element. And then the big person coming back in a main role from Inception is Tom Hardy as Bane, a villain that's been part of the Batman mythos for 2 decades now, but was not done justice in the Joel Schumacher movie. And by not done justice, I mean it was an abortionation. That's a combination of abortion and abomination. Abomabortionation. That's what it was. It was terrible. So bad. But, also joining the cast, of course, Anne Hathaway, who's hot. Just very, very hot. Just super, super duper hot to begin with. And she's going to be Catwoman. And the first thing we think when we think Catwoman is the skin-tight leather catsuit. And the dominatrix gear. Oh my god. So hot. I cannot wait till we see an actual confirmed 100% image of her in costume. The internet will go crazy. Who else is going to be in the movie? Any other newcomers? Someone was cast as young Ra's al Ghul. And, so yeah, that is the segue I was going to use. That brings us to the trailer that they showed before the newest Harry Potter movie. Call it the teaser trailer. It was fairly full for a teaser, but at the same time I did have a big problem with it, and I realized that the advertising department does not have the same budget the movie does, but there's the CGI scene of the image from the poster, which is the city of Gotham crumbling and becoming the bat symbol, and I think it's a wonderful image, and I think it works really well in the print in the poster, but the CGI was so bad. In this trailer, seeing it in motion. So hopefully there isn't a scene like that in the movie, because that has now been tainted for me by the bad CGI in the trailer. Everything else about the trailer, really cool. Seeing a scene that I insist is towards the end of the movie. Other people are like, it's in the middle, it's Batman and Bane's first confrontation, but it shows a very haggard, weary-looking Batman. I don't want to say cowering, but I mean, you know the shot. He is visibly... it doesn't look like he's ready for this fight, or continuation of a fight that he is about to enter in with Bane. That's one of 2 images of Bane. The other one is, I think, just his face. And then the big thing that people are taking away from it is Jim Gordon hospitalized. Where that falls in the movie, is Gordon going to be dead? I don't think so. I think that's a bad move. Also, Gary Oldman just gets the shaft. His characters always die. I'm serious. But no. Oh my my god, I was on such a roll, and then my dad distracted me. Arrgh. But, and then the big thing everyone's taking away from the trailer, of course, is it's borrowing the narration that Liam Neeson gave as Ra's al Ghul for the first movie. And we all know the films want to come full circle. With the casting of young Ra's al Ghul, we know that character is back. That, is a big hint towards Marion Cotillard being Talia al Ghul. But I really think, especially now, with using Liam Neeson's voice, which they didn't do in Revenge of the Sith, which I'm still upset about. There's a really cool scene that was in the screenplay for Revenge of the Sith, but was never filmed. After Obi-Wan Kenobi falls into the cave on Utapau, he actually communes with the Force ghost of his late master Qui-Gon, who's like a floating Force spirit, like above the lake, and it's really cool and great imagery. I'm actually going to find the passage from the book and copy it down, because I did find the concept art. I'll put a link to that below, the concept art, and then later, if I find the passage. But it's very, it's very Macbeth-ian. Anyway, see, I get distracted really easily, but yeah, Liam Neeson, I think, is going to be in the movie, so I think that means we're going to see some sort of Lazarus Pit scenario.